I have dreamed of teaching for over a decade. You may have met me in another course, like Python for Everybody, Django for Everybody, or Web Applications for Everybody. You'll see in each of those courses, in all those courses, I have to teach SQL. It turns out I teach basic SQL over and over again. It's like being a kindergarten teacher, because I cannot go into the detail that I want, because in each of those classes I have another topic to cover. So I have to teach you CRUD, create, read, update, delete, what's an index, what's a join, what's a foreign key, and then move on into whatever topic that is. And a lot of you have told me over the years that you like the SQL part of the classes and that you wish that you could program more in SQL. And really, as I build online teaching and learning applications, the SQL part is almost the most creative part. I mean, others are better at designing pretty user interfaces, but for me, the SQL is where the essence of applications and performance comes from. And so there's just way so much more to learn, and it's so much fun to work with. And so this is my moment where I now have a series of courses that can do nothing but databases, teach you as much as I want. I don't have to teach you anything but databases. And so that's really exciting to me. Now, you might ask, why Postgres? Why Postgres SQL? Here's a little elephant. That's the mascot of Postgres. Good open source projects need mascots. Here's the mascot from my Sakai project, the Sakaiger, and the Postgres mascot, and the Sakaiger and the Postgres mascot. So there you go. So why Postgres? I do like open source, but then you might say, why not MySQL? And I'll just say this. I felt that way too. I used MySQL for a very, very long time. I love open source. I build a lot of open source software. The autograder that you're going to take this class, that actually is using MySQL. But here's the thing. It used to be in the beginning, it was easy to know what database was the right one to use. You might use Oracle if you were in a corporate environment and your company had chosen Oracle. You might use MySQL if you were in an open source environment and you insisted on giving folks free stuff. You might have used SQL Server, for example, if you are at an organization that is a Microsoft shop. And so it just seemed like, based on sort of where you started, the answer was obvious. And then a while back, Oracle purchased MySQL. Now, they didn't purchase all of MySQL. MySQL is open source, but they purchased enough of the team building it so that Oracle owned the future destiny of MySQL. And so some of us got a little nervous because a lot of us had chosen MySQL just to avoid Oracle, right? I don't want to use Oracle. I don't want to pay every time I install something. Now, what happened at that point was someone grabbed the open source copy, made a copy of the open source MySQL and called it MariahDB. And the idea was, as MySQL would continue, then the open